Hey, what's up everyone? Pete the Guttural Monk here. I've got a real short video today. Since it's July 1st, I figured it was the perfect time to do a short recap of the first half of the year. So what I did was I picked out 5 albums that may have flown under your radar. I've shared all 5 of these on this channel before, but I honestly believe that these are 5 albums that deserve a little bit more of a push, a little bit more love, and a little bit more attention before we roll into the second half of the year. These are by no means my top 5 favorite albums of the year so far. Like I said, they're just albums that I feel like as subscribers you guys would really appreciate and you may have omitted checking out during the course of the year. I'm going to link all 5 of them in the description below, hopefully with a streaming link for each one of them, so you can kind of use this page as an anchor and go back and forth and check out each band, and ultimately hopefully you'll like it and support the bands as well, because that's kind of what it's all about. So I will start things off with the debut full-length from Fuath. This album is titled I. This is one-man atmospheric black metal out of Scotland. Definitely aggressive, definitely violent. You'll probably recognize his music from his other solo project, Soar. This project is definitely less pretty than that one. Definitely not as nature-oriented, a much darker approach to the style. Fucking fantastic album. If you're a fan of black metal and you haven't checked that one out, definitely do so. Next up, out of Italy, this is Human with Cerebral Inwardness. Technical death metal, some of the best riffs that I've heard this year. This is honestly one of the best technical death metal releases of the past couple years, let alone the first half of 2016. Cannot say enough good things about Human. These guys are destined to be one of the elite in the technical death metal realm of things in the coming years. So if you're a fan of the style and for some reason you haven't checked this one out yet, do yourself a favor. This is one to not miss if you're a fan of death metal and obviously technical death metal as well. Next up, on Voidhanger Records, this is Ecferus with Pangea. Being that they're on Voidhanger, you kind of have an idea of what you're getting going into it, but at the same time you have no idea at all. This is a more kind of progressive and experimental approach to one-man atmospheric black metal. The only thing I can even close to compare it to is their label mates Mare Cognitum. So if you like that kind of spacey, otherworldly feel to your atmospheric black metal, you will fucking love this one. Massive songs, masterful songwriting, really impressive release from Ecferus. Next up, I could have picked any of the Unspeakable Acts releases of the year so far to talk about, but I chose Four Doors to Death because this is one of the coolest packages and split releases that I've ever seen. 4 bands, Sabotory, Ectavoid, Cemetery Filth, and Trench Rot. All of the old school influence, some with a little bit more thrash in their music than others. 4-way split. Fucking awesome old school death metal release. If you look back on I think like the first or second collection update video of this year that I posted, I go more in depth into this one and I show off all 4 of the cover artworks that it came with, which is one of the coolest touches that I've ever seen on a split release before. Paid attention to detail. Everything about that release is top notch. Fantastic stuff from Unspeakable Acts and all 4 bands involved in that one. Last up, this is probably my most spun vinyl of the year. I can't wrap my head around how I haven't seen this one plastered around YouTube more. Wode, self-titled release. They're out of the UK. Straightforward black metal, melodic black metal, real grimy, real disgusting, real aggressive stuff. This is one of the coolest releases of the year. Like I said, I can't believe that this hasn't gotten more attention so far, but hopefully you guys will check this one out. You'll enjoy this as much as I do. Like I said, I've spun it more times than I can even tell you, because it is just one of the most top-notch black metal releases of the year so far. That's it. 5 albums. Check them all out. That's a couple hours of listening. I have faith that all of you subscribers can handle all 5 of that one. I think you'll really appreciate each one of them. Let me know what you think in the comments. Definitely, let me know that, you've already heard Human, you've already heard Ecferus, but I'd like to know your thoughts as usual. As far as this channel goes, for some reason, somehow, it's approaching 300 subs, which is crazy. I'm going to do some kind of a Q&A in the next couple weeks because I feel like I have to do something for every milestone that the channel hits. Thank you all for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, I'm going to be posting the next CD collection update next Tuesday, so there's a huge stack of stuff that's waiting to be shared. So hopefully you do subscribe and ultimately check that video out. If nothing else, if you don't check any of these albums out, at least be safe this 4th of July weekend, and cheers, guys.